Hello everyone and welcome to Dad's Speed Shop. Today we're going to be looking at judging of our engines. Now the engines are not much different than the exterior and the interior. The first thing we do is go to the windshield, get the car number and the car make, and then check off the box that in the stoplight that shows we're checking the engine. Alright, let's do this in 3 minutes or less. So the first thing we do is look at the engine. Here is a nice display of a good looking engine. Notice it's been painted up nicely. The hoses are clean and new looking. The belts look new and fresh. Air cleaners new and fresh looking. Now where I would start deducting some points though is if you look at the steering mechanism and the lower part of the fender weld and the firewall, there's some disorganization and some unkept areas there. Looks really good, but we have to take off some points there. So I would be taking off a point for the firewall. I'd take off a few points for the condition of that steering, that it's not bright and new looking, and just overall reducing his score because of that. Now let's go on to the next one. Now look at this one. Now there's an engine that is a step above the previous. As you'll notice, the firewall is sharp and clean. The fender wells are sharp, looking nicely. The wires and all, and the belts and the hoses look sharp and clean. I would encourage you though to look closely. These guys will appreciate your detailed review. If you look at the headers on it, the headers are discolored. It looks like there's a little bit of damage to this first one we see here. So I would take some points off for that. So that would only be fair to the others. Now let's take a look at what you'll see commonly. Commonly, you'll see an engine like this. Now, this one's been cleaned up pretty good, not too bad at all, but it is just not showroom ready. It didn't have the same sharpness as you saw in the previous. For this one, I would go through and just give this owner a point in each category and then move on. Don't spend more than a minute here, because this would just be a waste of time. All right, here we've done it again in less than 3 minutes. We've looked at the engine of this model, and we can say for sure that we have judged them fairly and cleanly in less than 3 minutes.